beauty and weight loss. So looking at the Irish situation, we have 2 out of 5 Irish adults are overweight. 1 in 4 is obese. And the tendency, the prevalence towards that is increasing all the time. Between 1990 and 2000, 2.5-fold increase in men. The men are getting fatter quicker than the women, unfortunately, in Ireland. It puts you 4th in the prevalence for men in Europe and 7th for women. You will actually probably move up a slot when the UK leaves the European Union because we're ahead of you on that one. Healthy dieting, so vitamins, minerals, they're going to be helpful to help to kickstart a good healthy diet. Stick with some exercise that's good for you. Avoid eating too much fat. Eat a regular breakfast. Things that with a low glycemic index, and add some cayenne. All good little hints to add to kickstart a good diet. And if you want to then add something to help, Garcinia cambogia is really effective. Appetite control, fat handling, stress support, increasing serotonin. It really does help with all those areas. So it makes you feel good about dieting. It increases your serotonin. It stabilizes the level of cortisol. Cortisol leads to fat around the middle. When we're stressed, we produce cortisol. It leads to fat around the middle. Green coffee. So this is the bean before it's been roasted to produce the stuff that we like to drink. Very, very bitter green coffee due to the presence of something called chlorogenic acid. And chlorogenic acids actually help the body to balance the amount of sugar that's released from foods and the sugar that's released from the stores in the liver as well, by virtue of the fact that it inhibits this glucose 6-phosphatase in the liver. So our product is 200 milligram of this sweet-all decaffeinated green coffee. Green tea won't actually show a great deal of weight loss. You won't visibly see it, and it won't be that much with green tea. But what green tea is very good at is getting rid of the fat that surrounds the organs, the visceral fat, the deep fat. Good for atherosclerosis, good for high cholesterol, great immune booster, good for weight loss. And it's those polyphenols that have that beneficial effect of burning that fat. So in green tea, you've got roughly 141 milligrams of the epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG, which is a really exciting substance. A lot of research being done into that regarding cancers and things like that as a cancer fighter. Less than 2% caffeine in green tea. The 3-in-1 natural formula is basically the 3 products that we've just talked about in one capsule. Glucoslim, glucomannan, this is soluble fibre, great for weight loss, cardiovascular health, constipation relief. Because it's soluble fibre, it helps to smooth the passage of body's waste. It absorbs a lot of water. So you need to take this with a lot of water. You drink a couple of glasses of water when you're taking it. So it's a 500 milligram capsule. It actually has an EFSA health claim, approved health claim for weight management, the reduction of body weight. You can actually say that on the box. So 2 capsules 3 times a day. That really works. Raspberry ketone, a couple of years ago, you couldn't move for raspberry ketone. It was everywhere. Everyone was into it. It does seem to be slightly on the decline nowadays, but people do still find it useful. The reason being is it increases the production of a substance called adiponectin. Adiponectin is able to empty out the fat cells of the body. So the more raspberry ketone, the more adiponectin produced, the more you can empty out those fats. And our products are 400 milligram with 35 milligram of green tea. Trimit, again, this is a combination product, kelp, lecithin, B6, cider vinegar. Just the combination of all 4 of those really do help to speed up metabolism, break down fats, improve thyroid function. It's a great inexpensive weight loss. I'll go straight through these ones because I want to actually get before we disappear. And I am conscious that people are looking at the time. Okay, children's supplements, very quickly. Parents really want children to have the best start in their lives. Some believe that supplementation is the answer. We can add some supplements. to counteract the nutritional deficiencies. Kids are very fussy. They don't eat the right foods very often. So adding some good nutritional supplementation could be really good for them. So when we're looking at child nutrition, certainly from 3 months to 5 years, which is the mini drops range behind me here, what you're going to consider? Well, you're certainly going to look at the size of the child, the age of the child, maybe the size of the supplement they're going to have, and to get all that into one tablet, it's going to be a big tablet. That's going to present a choking hazard. So you don't want to choke our children. Okay, so let's go back to the drawing board. Let's make it chewable. Okay, we need to put loads of sugar in there to make it palatable for them. We need to put gelatin in there so it's nice texture. That's going to be a hurdle that we need to jump as well. We decided to pull that all apart, and we thought, well, why don't we go liquids? Most parents give their kids their supplements. We'll give them a supplement that the parents can hide, maybe even. Stick it in their juice. They'll never even know. So this is what we did. And at that, we avoided all those additives and the sugars and things like that we're trying to keep out of kids' diets. So we produce a multivitamin drop, just the same as any other multivitamin, really just specifically formulated for the kids of that age group, 3 months to 5 years. It's orange flavour, very easy to add to their orange juice or whatever, suitable for vegans, vegetarians. DHA drops. DHA is very, very important for brain health and eye health. In eye health, DHA sends 10,000 signals in a 25th of the second to the brain. That's how important it is. And kids don't get DHA, they can't make it, so they need it from supplement. This is #1 selling product in the whole world for Nature's Aid. So DHA is a really vital component to the membrane of our eyes. So this particular product, you've got 350 milligrams of DHA, 100 milligrams of EPA. And it's a natural lemon flavour. It tastes nice. Believe me, I tasted 16 of these before I got to the one that tasted the nicest. I went home feeling rather ill that night, but we got the best one in the end. D3 drops. Everybody knows what D3 drops are good for. The key things to ours, I used to come over to Ireland and people would moan at me because our, not like you normally do, our product was 3 months to 5 years, and the advice over here was from birth. Give them D3 drops from birth. The British government have finally caught up now, so we've changed it. We're now from birth, so on the packaging it says from birth. So 200 IU for every half mil dose from birth. It's in a base of medium chain triglycerides from coconut oil, nothing else at all. Vitamin C, great for the immune system, connective tissues, has a major role in collagen formation. Our product's a natural orange flavour one. 100 milligram, 5 drops, 100 milligram of vitamin C. Moving on to the immune support, combination very much like our immune support for the adults with elderberry and vitamin C and zinc and D. And that's great for that catarrhal type infections that lots of infants suffer from. So this is the range now. We're into 6+. And it's nice blackcurrant flavour. You've got to make it taste nice for them. Multivitamins, again, a formulation specifically for those children. It's a nice banana flavour. And omega-3, just the same as taking an adult omega-3, same reasons. And that's a nice lemon flavour. And a bone formula, which is banana flavoured as well, for the same reasons you would take any other bone supporting nutrients. It's 600 IUs of vitamin D in this particular one. We've bumped it up for the older children. Kids Pro 5, this is our powder. My nephew calls this his magic dust. He sprinkles it on his cereal every morning. Himself, 3 years old, he sprinkles it on his cereal. It's his way of getting his probiotics onto his food. And 1 spoonful provides 8 different bacteria, 5 billion of them. So really important. Organic foods, we're nearly there. We're reaching the home straight. Why would you take superfoods? What are superfoods? Superfoods are a unique group of products that provide lots of nutrition for very little in the way of calories. So you can take a lot of superfoods and you're not putting much calorific value onto your body, but you're actually putting a lot of nutrients into your body, lots of vitamins, minerals, polyphenols, antioxidants, etc. So really intelligent choices when you're trying to cut down on other foods but still keep your body in tip-top state. So this particular one, the Ultimate Superfood Powder, is a great blend of greens and fruits and berries and vegetables. It's got pretty much everything in there that you would want from a superfood. Plant bioactive blend as well, so sprouts in there. You've also got the mushrooms, the organic mushrooms, which are really, really useful for the immune system and cardiovascular system. Wheatgrass. Wheatgrass is what they call a green food. It's the stuff that grows into the stuff you see in the fields, the wheat. It's the early shoots, just as the picture shows there. It's great for energy, it's great for detoxification, but the key one for me for wheatgrass would be its alkalizing effect. It has a great effect on alkalizing the body, and we have a prevalence, a tendency to become more acidic. This certainly helps alkalize our bodies. Lots of vitamins and minerals in wheatgrass. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of vitamin K in wheatgrass, so we would say for somebody on warfarin, probably not the best thing for them to be taking because of vitamin K and its blood thinning effects. Vitamin K, obviously, is one side of it. The other thing that people ask about with wheatgrass is, I'm gluten intolerant. Can I take it? Yes, you can, because it doesn't contain gluten. Gluten is in the grain. It's not in the grass. If you're wheat intolerant, yes, you can't take it, but if you're gluten intolerant, yes, you can. Avocado oil, great for cooking at high temperature. Good for the skin, you can smear it on your skin. It's a really good nutritive oil for the skin. You can leave it in as a leave-in hair treatment for hair health. So it's a great source of lots of vitamins, minerals, fatty acids. You can cook up to about 250 degrees with avocado oil, so it's very good for high temperature cooking. Coconut oil, similarly, you can cook with it. Our coconut oil is a liquid. We produce this by fractionating raw coconut oil, breaking the long-chain triglycerides away from the medium-chain triglycerides. They're liquids at room temperature. We put a bit of hard fat back in to give it this coconut flavour and smell, but it stays liquid. It's quite unique in this side of the pond. Over in America, there's one or two products. That's where we brought the idea from. But it's really, really interesting product, and it's suitable for heating up to about 250, put it in smoothies, use it for oral health, for teeth pulling, a lot of people use it for. It's a rich natural oil. It comes from premium coconuts. So it's mostly MCTs, about 93% MCTs. MCTs are certainly being used for weight loss, for sports. There's a lot of sports people using it to improve their conditioning as a great energy source. And it's a great source of something called caprylic acid. One of the medium-chain triglycerides is caprylic acid. Caprylic acid is a great antifungal. So coconut oil rubbed onto things like athlete's foot actually kills athlete's foot, strangely. Pumpkin seed. Don't ever cook with pumpkin seed. It's very, very delicate. But you can add it to food that's been cooked. So you can put it over pasta. You can add it to ice cream. You can put it in soups after it's been cooked. But don't cook with it. It's good for the prostate. Pumpkin seeds are very good for prostate health. It's also good for removal of intestinal worms. It has a substance in there called curcubitin. Curcubitin can help to remove intestinal worms. Good source of fatty acids, particularly omega-9, oleic acid. Spirulina powder is by far and away the most super of the superfoods, if you like. It's got more nutrients than probably any other. It's regarded as nature's superfood. It's a very ecologically sound choice because 1 acre, 1 hectare of spirulina provides more nutrition than the same of beef, cattle or soya, to use a couple of examples. It's about 60% completely digestible protein. And that's what it looks like. So, great for health and vitality. Certainly gives you a lot more energy. What you would say to people taking spirulina, 1 to 2% of people will sometimes experience some unwanted side effects, shall we say. Their bowels might loosen a little bit. They want to stick with it at that stage because that's actually a good sign. They might not see it as such. It's a sign that the body's starting to detoxify. They're removing some of the rubbish that's been kept in there. And within a few days, that comes back to normal. So, been shown to be particularly good for weight loss, reduces appetite, certainly reduces cravings for things like sweet and fried foods. You don't tend to crave those if you're taking spirulina. And you probably want to experiment a little bit with how much you use. Use a little bit more, 4 calories per gram. It's not a lot. It's not going to put much of a calorific load onto your diet. And that's the end. Thank you.